Happy 2026, everyone. After such a long break, I thought I'd do a video and keep you up to date with what's going on for us. Some of it's not good news. The main problem we've had is supply of parts and dealing with a crankshaft company in the US that we'd ordered a new billet 8 counterweight crankshaft from, which was a custom order. You basically get what you want according to them. And so in June 2025, we ordered that crankshaft. We were told it'd be 20 weeks. So around week 24, we hadn't heard anything. So we contacted this manufacturer, and we were informed that we could either have the stroke that we ordered or the rod journal size that we ordered, but we couldn't have both. So basically, I told them where they could put that crankshaft and cancelled the order, and phoned Bryant, and Bryant are now constructing or manufacturing a crankshaft for us. And Bryant, they're in Anaheim, California. Basically, they'll make a billet crankshaft, and they do everything from the solid steel bar to the finished item, including heat treating and isotopic finish if you want it all polished and that. So we've gone with those guys, but unfortunately it's not until April this year that we'll see the crank. And that's the way it goes. I can't change that. So the main problem we were having with the 6 counterweight crank was the crank was whipping, and you can see here where the journal's been welded because the main bearing was getting smacked into the block. You take the main bearing out, which has lost all its crush, and you would see a 15-20 thou indentation in the block. Yeah, I mean, it's repairable, but you sort of, it's a big job to correct it. Anyway, here's a main cap I designed on CAD. You can see it's a bit more rigid as far as that hump on the top. It sort of triangulates the top of the cap because we're bending those damn things too. So we're just trying to make this thing reliable because that's the cheapest way to run it. If you've got to repair it all the time, it's just painful. So we'd rather not. Here we can see our new conrods that John Zapier was able to supply for us, and these are basically exactly the same as our first set of rods, except these are a 2.1 journal, made for a 2.1 rod journal, from the 2-inch journal that we used to run. So that should make the crank a little stiffer with that extra material around the rod journal. And also pistons that were supplied by Paul Turner at Kavanagh. Thanks to those guys. They're basically exactly the same as what we had. We'll just have to rub them up and take some sharp edges off, and they're good to go. So all in all, it's been a bit of a waiting game, but we're so fortunate to have some sponsors on our side, and a special thanks to Ben Thompson from BWTE Electrical, who's without his help, there's no way I could race at this level. We'd be limiting the RPM. We'd be doing something to make the engine live, and by doing that, we're not reaching the engine's full potential. So, and talking of full potential, I've decided to change the cylinder head combustion chamber a little bit to try and to lower compression. There's lots of easier ways to lower the comp, but this was a win-win by opening up that part of the chamber, which was flat. We should be able to burn better, a more complete burn over more of the piston. So that should pick us up power, and it'll drop the compression from 11 to 10 to 1. So hopefully that makes the engine a bit more reliable as well. Also, I've been mucking around with t-shirt designs, and I don't know, I think we'll get some shirts done, just a small order, and just see how they go. Anyway, I appreciate your time, and once we get the new crankshaft, we'll no doubt do another video. Thank you.